Here we are at Business at Breakfast International, and every week at Business at Breakfast, a member gets the opportunity to share with the group further insights into their business or enlighten the group a little bit more about themselves. The member can use their time to problem solve or seek assistance from the group as a collective. The time is theirs to use however they would like. Today we have the wonderful Krystal Hille from Hille House Publishing. So a little bit about Krystal. Krystal Hille is a transformation and visibility visionary and 8 times #1 international best-selling author and publisher. Purpose-led entrepreneurs hire her because they need more exposure. Through her Author-Archetype System, she helps them to unleash their stories so that they can be seen as the expert in their field, can create a bigger impact and connect with more clients. With that, Krystal, you have up to 8 minutes to tell us more about you. At the 8-minute mark, I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to cut you off, so it's up to you to wrap it up. If you happen to be less than 8 minutes, that's okay. More time for questions at the end. And with that, you can take it away.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Misty. Hello again, everyone. As Misty said, I'm Krystal Hille. I'm the founder and CEO of Hille House Publishing. And I'm an indie publisher, so an independent publisher where people purchase my services but keep their royalties and their copyright. I sell chapters in multi-author books. I also have a solo book incubator for people who know they need to write a book, but they're not quite sure where to start. So we hold their hand from beginning to end, and we also publish finished manuscripts. The cost starts at $1,000 USD, and the people who buy this are coaches, consultants, healers, and wellness practitioners who want to be seen as the expert in their field so that they can make a bigger impact and increase their client base. So let me share a little bit with how I got into this. I've started Hille House Publishing in February 2021, but before that, I've always had a love for writing. So I remember I have my first written book, written story from the age of 9, still in my drawer. I then went on to study English literature and theater studies, became a theater director. Then in the US, but not the US, actually in the US as well, but primarily in the UK. I'm originally from Germany, as I said earlier, lived in the UK. And then as life has it sometimes, it guided me to move to Australia in 2006. That's when I became a coach, which is my other love, my love for helping people. And so I became a life coach, and in 2020, I got the opportunity to be in a multi-author book. And I loved that experience so much because it really helped me to see myself as an expert. It really helped me to kind of embody that expert status in a bit deeper way. I kind of, sometimes we think we are a fraud. I don't know if anybody here has felt that in your business. You kind of present yourself, but deep down you're feeling, oh, other people are so much better. I'm just a fraud. So for me, that's what the multi-author book did. It kind of took all of that away from me. And I really started embodying that expert status. And I love the collaboration. So when the opportunity arose to train in doing this, I had this full body yes. And I was like, yes, this is my next step. This is what I want to do. I love this so much. I want to help people because that's my passion. I love helping people to become empowered and to live their best self. And it felt like doing this through publishing and giving people a voice and a platform really was the next way for me to do that. And so our mission here at Hille House Publishing is to become the most inspiring and transformational global publishing house for entrepreneurs to awaken and empower humanity. So that's really what I stand for. That's what we're here for. And I love that I'm bringing all of my coaching background now into the publishing, where I can really see people, see their stories and birth that, bring that out of them and birth that onto the page. So things you need to know about publishing. Well, first of all, you really don't have to be a good writer. You do not have to be a good writer to become a published author. That's what publishers take care of. That's what editors are for. All you need is a passion for the thing that you're an expert in and the willingness to share your story in an engaging way. And again, we teach you how to do this. So the multi-author books that we produce, they take about 4.5 months from start to finish. They have usually about 20 people in them, and each person writes a chapter of about 3,000 words. The solo book container is a 6-month incubator where we really just hold your hand, give feedback, provide just that community so that people don't feel like they're alone. And the publishing packages, they're for people who have a finished manuscript on their desktop or somewhere in a drawer, and they just think, oh my God, I really should get this published. I really should get this out there. Come have a chat to me. Packages start at 3,000 USD. It's super easy. It only takes 2 months, and I can help you fill in the gaps that you have to really help you be that published author. Because as I said earlier, if you're not a published author in these days, then who are you? Thank you very much. Opening for questions.
Well done, Krystal. All right, let's have a quick look. God, 3 minutes left. You did that.
3 minutes?
Yeah.
Was it 5
minutes? Well done, you. It's
Yay.
amazing how much, when you follow structure, how much you can get out in such a small amount of time. Talon, you've got your hand up.
What a powerful statement. Like that's extremely challenging to people who view themselves as experts in their field, like I do, and do not have a book. So I'm ready to talk. I'm gonna schedule some time with you. That's challenging. Thank you.
Excellent. Well done. Thank you, Talon. Stuart.
Look, absolutely. And personally seeing, I mean, hey, Misty goes without exception here about the power of creating a book. But I had the absolute pleasure of working with an author several years ago now that actually got to go home to Finland to go and present at a conference about people who had actually progressed and done amazing things outside of their homeland, but to actually have her back and present, that opportunity would not have existed without that book. We were really privileged to be able to help her with some of those elements as well. And just recently, one of our clients, and this is a continuing thing, books are good, take it from Krystal as well. And so one of our clients is about to release a book, and I have to connect you. And she's already getting offers to go and speak globally. So it's really, really amazing. The power is in the words. So get in touch with Krystal. It's brilliant. Okay, thanks so much.
Excellent. Well done, Krystal. I noticed that you made a point of saying that you're not an editor, that you're the publisher. You help publish the book, but you don't edit it. Well, funny that you should turn up today, given that Kelly Nissen turned up. Funny that Kelly turned up today of all days when you're talking, because Kelly's an editor. Yes, I was just making sure I get the right. Kelly's the editor. Krystal does the publishing. So yeah, Kelly actually is an editor. She was the one that edited my second book, How to Go From No Sales to Sales, and so she's a person to connect with if you've been writing a book and you're stuck somewhere.
It was Misty. It was the fact.
Sorry. Oh, she dropped out.
There was a fact.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, my internet just went. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Misty, I came on this morning specifically because you put in your emails, you tell us who's coming, and I went, got to make time.
There you go. So perfect. Well, there you go. Yeah. So Kelly is an editor. So if you want to write a book and have questions in the editing side and things like that, and writing it, whereas Krystal does the publishing side too. So Krystal's still a good place to go and ask questions, but when you've written your book up to where it needs to be, if you need editing, she'll send you to someone like Kelly in order to get that edited right before it goes to the final print as well. So
and just to clarify, on the multi-author books, it's all taken care of in the same thing. So I take people from the beginning to the end, and I even have some writing labs where I share how you can write a transformational story or chapter, not just one that's, sometimes you see these chapters where somebody shares their story and then there's a little bit of, oh my God, that was amazing, but now what?
Yeah.
So we don't do that in my books. I teach how you can bring your expertise and your reflections and your education into the story and merge it together. So it's not just that transformation, not just entertaining and not just educational, but has that sweet spot where it becomes transformational, both for the reader and the writer itself as well.
Nice. Excellent. Well done. Thank you so much, Krystal, for being our speaker today. I'm very mindful of time, so I'm going to keep going forward. If you've got more questions, write them in the chat box, send them to Krystal, call Krystal, ask for a one-to-one, and ask more questions. Chances are you'll leave here, you'll be going somewhere later today and go, oh, I have this brilliant question. It would have been so good. So just write it down and then ask Krystal it.